Hello, my name is Brandon Bentley. I am a filmmaker and film historian. I've recorded a variety of audio commentaries for films that have been released on Blu-ray from the Criterion Collection, Shout Factory, and soon to be released by Kino Studio Classics, as well as a variety of audio commentaries for the UK-based company 88 Films. And one thing that's come in handy with my audio commentary recordings is the Vocal Booth to Go VOMO, or Voiceover Mobile. Now, I saw a variety of testimonials about the VOMO on the Vocal Booth to Go YouTube channel, and they sounded really promising, a lot from voiceover artists and singers. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the biggest difference between doing an audio commentary and work from singers and voiceover artists is the amount of time required for that recording. And typically with an audio commentary, you need to be able to watch the movie that you're recording on. While doing voiceover work, you can just look at a script, stop and start. With a film, you typically want to get your commentary done in one full take, and that's going to be at least an hour and a half. Worst case scenario, you can probably record it in parts, like, wide 30-minute chunks, but that's still 30 minutes at a time. And, if you have your laptop in here for too long of a time, the fan's going to kick in, the mic's going to pick up the fan. If you try to turn the fan off, it's going to overheat. You're going to overheat, and your performance is just not going to be good. So I was trying to think of something that I could squeeze in here that would be, a decent size that I could still watch my movie on. And funny enough, I actually already had something that I didn't even think about using for this, and that is a field monitor. What the field monitor is typically something you would use on set to watch playback footage that you've shot. Or in some cases, if you have your camera on a rig that you can't see the camera directly for your footage, so you have to watch on the external monitor. And the great thing is, all you had to do with this is whatever you're playing your film back on, whether it was a laptop, desktop, or Blu-ray player, this has an HDMI input. And most laptops and desktops nowadays have HDMI out, so you can just plug that right in. And it's of course a requisite with Blu-ray players as well. But I can keep rambling about this right now, or I can take us inside and show you firsthand how this whole setup works. So let's hop on inside.
Oh, fancy meeting you here. Jokes aside, we are now set up inside the VOMO. I have the light and the cell phone holder here, and in the corner, as we can see in the very wide-angle GoPro lens, we already have the field monitor set up. Basically, both the HDMI and the DC jack are going out of the booth through a little slit on the side that thankfully does not affect the sound inside of this booth. And I also have the mic hooked up to my laptop. So the laptop is actually doing double duty. It's recording the sound as well as playing back the video, and thankfully neither are really affecting one another. And the other great thing about this is that since this is going through HDMI, I can actually hear the movie as well. I can just, play it back on here and actually hear it through the monitor, so I don't need a really long cable for my earbuds into my laptop. So I could actually listen to the entire movie through here at a decent volume, so I can still hear myself, obviously. Yeah, so this is the basic setup. Obviously, my phone shut off. I didn't have it on the full stay on mode. But for the example, we got my phone here. Got the field monitor there, just showing a generic HD screensaver for the time being, rather than showing a movie and then getting flagged on YouTube. Got the light here, and got my headphones in, and I'm ready to watch the film and just ramble about it for however long the movie is. Pretty basic setup. It's a nice, easy way to get, like I mentioned earlier, sort of a pseudo television inside of the VOMO. Without adding too much extra heat and not taking up too much space. I mean, like I said, I still got the room for the light, got the room for my phone, and I can still watch the movie, can hear the movie, and even a little more room for the GoPro. But something I would recommend for anybody wanting to do an audio commentary who might not have access to a full studio. Get yourself a VOMO, get yourself a field monitor, and then just have a field day.